Hi everyone, I'm John Ray, Naperville real estate agent and publisher of YourNaperville.com. I've had a lot of people asking me recently about mortgage rates and what's going on because they have not been the friend to home buyers recently. Before I give you the reason as to why, let me just quickly say that this video is not meant to scare anyone or intimidate anyone into buying a home right now. Because although the information here paints a less than rosy picture about what might happen if you have to wait to buy a home, the bottom line is that if you can't or shouldn't buy a home right now, then don't. As a real estate agent specializing in the Naperville market, I'm here to help, not hype. So if you are in the market, you're ready, willing, and able, you can use this information to help you make a decision that's best for your own personal situation. So what's going on with mortgage rates right now? Well, here's a quick story to highlight what exactly is happening. I had some home buyers that 4 months ago got into the market and they started looking. Before they looked, they checked out mortgage rates, they knew what they could afford, and 4 months later, they had an offer that was accepted, and when they went to go and get their formal loan application put in, they found out that rates had changed a half percentage point, which changed their monthly payment by $150 a month. They were very shocked and surprised, to say the least, and it's put them about $75 over their monthly budget when they had previously been under their budget. So they were very unhappy with this, obviously. This particular story did have a happy ending, but again, they were very shocked and surprised to have learned that rates had changed so much, and this really affected how they were going to buy the house. So what exactly happened? Let's talk about that.
Well, the problem was that they had researched rates when they first started looking and weren't aware that they had changed over just a few months, and they certainly didn't anticipate that they would change so much. Where are the rates headed now? Well, that's definitely the magic question that people ask every day. Here were the projections from June 2013, where Fannie Mae and three other prominent mortgage-related institutions projected that rates would be somewhere in the 4.6 to 4.8% range in a year from now, basically second, third quarter of 2014. The problem, though, is that the rates that they expected in another year arrived only weeks later. Not even these experts saw such a spike coming. You can see from this chart that rates shot up recently without warning. So how might this impact you? Well, instead of projecting forward into a crystal ball and taking a guess as to what might happen, let's take a look at what actually did happen. Let's say you were thinking of buying a $200,000 home last year, around the summer of 2012, but you ended up waiting. What's the impact of having held off for the last 12 months? Since then, prices have gone up about 10%, and rates have jumped up about 1 point. So if the cost of that house is now $220,000 with a 4.5% interest rate, that's basically over a $200 increase in the monthly mortgage payment for you each month. That's $2,600 a year more in expense, and over the typical 30-year loan, that's an extra $78,000. So let me say again here that my goal here is not to scare you, but these are just facts, and you want to know what's going on right now so you can make good decisions. So what's next for rates? Well, there are basically two statements that were made recently that are pretty interesting. The first is from Doug Duncan, the chief economist at Fannie Mae. He said, "I don't think the Fed ultimately would be troubled with a 6.5% mortgage rate." Then Frank Natheft, Freddie Mac's vice president and chief economist, said, "As the economy continues to improve, we expect to see continued upward movement in long-term interest rates. At today's house prices and income levels, mortgage rates would have to be nearly 7% before the U.S. median priced home would be unaffordable to a family making the median income in most parts of the country." So basically, these two chief economists are both agreeing on the fact that it wouldn't be too big of a deal for mortgage rates to go up to 6.5% or 7%. Now, are they saying that they will go up? No. And am I saying that rates are going to go up? No, I'm not saying that. But if these two head honchos are saying similar things within a week of each other, they must be getting their data and predictions from somewhere to say all of this. And they certainly have inside information that you and I don't have access to. So if they did go up, here's a table of how much your monthly mortgage would be at different interest rates. You can see that there's quite a difference in your payments. And like I said before, if you're not sure you can or should buy a house in the near future, then don't. But if you're able, ready, and willing to buy right now and just on the fence, wondering whether or not you should, then consider the impact of waiting. If rates go up, not even to mention rising home prices, the same house today may cost you more tomorrow. So if you have any questions about how rates may affect your home buying power, you can contact us and we'll help you out. Again, I'm John Ray, Naperville real estate agent and publisher of yournaperville.com. Send me an email to john@yournaperville.com or feel free to call me at 630-776-5545. Thanks for watching and talk to you soon.